let's jump into this little segment that Mike has put together for us.
So I don't even know what to call it. I'm just saying then versus now. So I'm gonna just say I'm gonna just say a topic. So this is all gonna be because we come from the hardcore scene. The main theme or topic is hardcore shows.
Yeah,
hardcore scene.
Yeah.
And
so before we do that, what was the band that really got you into like?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Like straight up like hardcore music.
Man, so it's funny, like my like background for like hardcore actually came from my sister. So she's the mom of my nephew that passed. So she's 3 years older than me. So I was a freshman when she was a senior.
So she's how old?
She's 35. I think she just turned 35.
Do we know your sister?
No, maybe probably not. Same age. So she she would always like go to shows and stuff. And I was like 12 and she was like 15. She was going to like Skateland in Whittier. And do you remember Skateland?
Yeah, dude.
I'm saying. So my first show was like 12 years old, going to Skateland, seeing like the metal versus hardcore shows and stuff. So it was more so like metal that I was into at first. And then I think like the first like heavy band I remember like with breakdowns was like Hatebreed. I started listening to.
That's fair.
And then it went into like Have Heart and then like the whole straight edge movement and stuff. And it just went from there, man.
Were you edge?
I was. Who wasn't?
That's
Who wasn't?
Also.
Yeah.
Dude, I was edge before I knew what edge was.
Yeah.
For a little bit, and then once I broke, I was done. But
it's so funny, like claiming edge when you're like 13 is like,
yeah, like it doesn't matter.
I know, right? Really, for real. But yeah, so like I think those are the biggest bands that I remember, like just being super influential, like for me for sure. And then like just going to like the shows, like the local shows, like throughout like the IE, like LA and stuff. So like I remember like going to see like Terror and then seeing like them play with the Warriors. I'm like, dude, the Warriors are sick, by the way.
Dude, Warriors. Actually, dude, Michael, can you please tell them what your first show was in a hardcore band?
Yeah, that is fair. When I first, because I started like I was playing like metalcore,
more metalcore stuff,
and then when I jumped into Creative Void, a hardcore band, our first show was with Terror, Stick to Your Guns, the Warriors. Who else was on that show?
Where was this at? Because I was probably there.
No, it was in San Jose.
Okay, it was.
Yeah. Fuck, who else was on that show?
I don't remember.
Somebody else was on that show, and then us.
Yeah.
We were like just this random oddball. Like a lot of what we used to get when we played in Creative Void was people going like, "I've never heard a local band sound good like this." Like, thanks for the shitty comment. Or like, "I've never heard a local band sound cool." We're like, "Cool, man. Thanks, dude." But the funniest. Mike came up for that show because he saw the lineup. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Came up. But the funniest part about that show was not like it. You know, we played with who we played with. We did what we did. We played on the floor because we didn't want to be up on the stage. We knew that like, hey, this was the start of Creative Void playing on the floor. Mm-hmm. And Jake wore a white basketball jersey, white basketball shorts, angel hat, and it was just like we're like,
no, he was angeled out with like the black. I don't know. Anyway.
What hat was he wearing?
He's probably wearing like an A's hat.
An A's
or
hat.
Something from the Bay, yeah. Even though he's from here.
That makes sense. And it was just like, all right, this is cool. We're playing a hardcore band. Like, you know. That show was sick.
And then now Jake has signed almost all those bands.
All those bands.
Oh, yeah. Didn't Warriors release through Pure Noise too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
I remember we jumped the Warriors van because their van, the battery went out. And so we were in the rain jumping their van. Because we were like, we got your back.
Dude,
so.
Fucking, whose idea was it to drive back on the one during a storm?
It was Steve. And the problem was Austin and I had to be back at work. The show was either on I think it was on a Sunday night.
It was a Sunday
night. We had to be at work on Monday.
Oh, shit.
So we drove up and then we let them drive back down. So I remember waking up and it's a fucking storm. Like it's raining, it's pouring rain. It looked like Jurassic Park outside the window, right?
Gross.
And I remember waking up in the back of the Tuna and I get up and I look out of the van window and there's just a cliff and there's the ocean. And I'm like, where the fuck are we? And Steve's like, took us down the one, blood. We're good. Like, okay.
I don't think I think I was, I don't know. I didn't sleep at all.
Yeah.
I was like,
you're so nervous.
Dude, that was fun.
That was a good show though.
But yes, dude, Warriors.
Yeah.
That was Warriors were one of those bands where like I love. It's like, the same thing, but like in punk and like the punk rock scene is like Voodoo Glow Skulls. They bring all the like the cholo punk rockers.
Yeah.
And I didn't know because I didn't know that was a thing.
Hey, you a rocker fool?
Yeah. And then
You're a rocker fool, huh?
and then for the Warriors, it was rad seeing like dudes out there with the socks and the
like
slides swinging.
There was I remember getting a Warriors windbreaker. It was like a black windbreaker with like silver print on the front and the back, just the Warriors.
The foil print was so in back.
It was the
then.
foil print, yeah. And I rocked that legit through like almost my entire career with Creative Void. Like that was my show. Like the way that Mike wears windbreakers for everything, that was like I would put it over hoodies, everything. That was just like my tough guy jacket.
Do you guys remember, Like It or Not, put out like a foil print hoodie? It was like a Nike logo and it said LION on it, and it was like the sickest hoodie.
Yeah,
Dude, oh my god, I wish I still had it. That was when I was like a size large. Yeah.
Dude, I was talking about this the other day. I still remember To Die For clothing, buying a size small To Die For shirt and wearing that for the longest time. And now a small wouldn't even go over my head. Like I can't even imagine trying to wear that right now.
Yeah, I still remember the day when I had to start buying larges.
It was a hard day for you, huh?
And then XLs.
Dude, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. So all right.
Yeah.
All right, so then and now. So I'm gonna just say we're gonna just be real lame about it and be like, I'm gonna say what it is, think about it for a couple seconds, and then I'll just count us off 3, 2, 1, and we say it.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, so this is not us. This is just shows in general.
Okay.
And we're going to just say then, now. So moshing, just moshing at shows. Then or now.
As in what?
As in, like, do we think moshing is harder
Like people mosh
then
harder
or now? Sorry. Oh, yeah, sorry.
So
Is
do people
moshing
mosh harder now?
then or now?
Okay.
Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Then.
Now.
Now?
Really?
Now. Only because dudes are more likely to fight now instead of like picking each other back up.
Okay.
And the crowd killing is a lot worse than
You
it was.
think so?
then. I think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think so.
I think I'll forever be scarred of the first time I saw like true crowd killing, and that was when I saw Donnybrook.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. But I think but back then I think that was on those, like when you were dealing with.
Whereas right now it could be like a
FSU
pop punk band.
Yeah,
and people
that's
crowd.
true.
Yeah. So now it could just be like Burner State can be playing and there's a dude running around like punching people in the face.
Yeah.
It's become like a let me see how many fights I can get into versus like back then we would just fuck everybody up, but then afterwards it was still cool.
Yeah,
right?
Like you everybody too.
Yeah.
Good point.
I still stand by my then.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were to mosh at a show, would you mosh harder then or now?
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Now. Now.
I know, really.
Yeah, I think, and I was thinking about this. I think for me, I was always so nervous, like afraid to hurt someone, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever hurt anyone back then.
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to hit anybody.
Yeah, now I wouldn't give a fuck. I don't think.
Yeah. Now I don't like. I'm old enough that I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah. If you took that personal, it's on you.
Yeah. Now, will it break my body down way more now? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna fuck. I'm gonna feel it for the next 2 weeks.
Will I mosh now? No.
No, I'd definitely say then. So I remember one time I was at like a show at Chain, and I guess I hit a dude in the nose and I broke it. And I didn't know that I did it. And
Yeah.
I just kept on moshing, and some guy was like telling me, "You need to calm down." And I'm like, "What the fuck did I do?"
Yeah.
So it turns out the guy was like laid out and all bleeding and stuff. I think it was during like a Sleeping Giant show or something. And so I go outside, and the dude's like covered in blood. He's like, "Hey, bro, can I take a picture with you?" And I have the photo, and I'll send it to you. So this dude just busted, and like I felt so bad.
Dude, send me that. I'll literally put it on the episode.
Yeah, I felt so bad.
That's real,
Poor
dude.
guy.
That's like
But
a different time.
Actually, I think he follows me like on Instagram now.
Hell
I
yeah.
think his name is Jason.
Hell yeah. What's up,
Yeah,
bud?
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Then I feel like so at what was it, Face Down Fest 2018 or so. I was moshing. First song, first band, and I broke my arm. And I think after that,
Keep going?
No, dude, I was done. I actually went to work the next day, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, my arm hurts," and I thought it was like sprained or something. So I went to go get frozen yogurt, and I put my hand like on the lever, and I pulled it down. And when I did that, my arm ended up snapping. So like I had to go to the hospital. It was pretty bad, man. Yeah.
Shit.
So yeah, that's the day that I gave up moshing.
That's fair that your answer is what it is then, because you probably moshed way more than we did.
Yeah.
You guys were playing, I was moshing. That's probably what it would have been.
I think it was more of like a crowd surfer.
Yeah, I preferred like stage dives or
me too.
you know. I mean, I had my scene kid moments for a little bit where I'd go out there and two step or like do the stupid mosh dances and stuff like that. But
Picking up the pennies.
yeah, eating the soup type shit.
Yeah, I think if any time I did any kind of moshing, I was very intoxicated.
I had a few solid spin kicks in my repertoire. Now will my body do it? Probably not.
Oh yeah. So I was sore after emo night, jumping up and down.
Dude, right.
Definitely couldn't handle it now.
There was a moment where like right when we first started, like for Addicted, like the chorus comes in, and I'm like, and start jumping. I'm like, whoo, I can't sustain this. This is not gonna last for 45 minutes.
By the way, you kicked my liquid death. I had it on like the monitor, and I think you just like kicked it off. And I'm like, I was like talking to Ty, and I looked, and it was gone. I was like, damn.
Oh,
dude. It was
you're
like
talking about up front in the front?
Yeah.
No, what happened was I went to go stand on the monitor, but I didn't realize it wasn't like strapped down, so it went forward, and I like caught myself.
It was like a
but
full can.
I think the water.
Sorry, man.
I don't think the water went. I apologize.
I like looked at Ty, talked to him, and then I like turned my head and went back. I'm like, dude, what the fuck just happened?
Is that why there was all that water on the ground?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, what asshole spilled their drink? Me. I'm the asshole. It wasn't even mine.
That's funny. All right, this is kind of I don't know, kind of just grabbing now, but was sound at shows better then or now? Shit. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Now. I think now.
We've figured out how to make like low grungy guitars sound
That's true.
crisp and clean. Like figured out miking technique. I feel like all my answers are going to be now. But
I was saying then, but as I'm thinking about it now, because I feel like I think I'm like pulling on like burner state shows.
yeah.
Because we're always like,
Yeah,
is there a
little
PA tonight?
shitty
Is there a
PA.
PA tonight? Like,
But I mean, how many shows did you go to where they're like, what the fuck is up? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And you're like,
What the fuck is up, Denny's?
what's up, Denny's?
yeah, that's very true.
I think, okay, I guess that does kind of come with like, if you play a venue, like an actual venue, sound is better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're playing little bars or like house party shows, then yeah, it was probably way better back then. You know,
All right, band merch.
'Cause-
3, 2, 1.
Then.
I'm gonna say now,
Yeah.
but there's a caveat to it. I feel like the designs were way better then, but the quality of merch is better now.
Yeah, I said that.
Like, and the collabs and stuff like that. Like, you can get like a Carhartt Terror shirt or something like that, or like they've become more fashion driven to where it's not just like a fucking Gildan shirt that's all itchy and big. But the designs were way better then.
Yeah, I feel like
I feel like people have gotten lazy with merch now. It's just,
I mean, there's like shirts that I just remember, or like hoodies. Animosity had a dope one too back then. It was like the full print too. Like I said, like the Like It or Not one, that was dope. Yeah, man, I think there was some pretty sick stuff out there back then.
I just remember like before I realized what it was, just seeing everybody with like a lion shirt that had a Nike logo, and I'm like, what the fuck
Be
is
true
that?
to your
And then
crew.
I figured out, I was like, oh, got it.
It's when like youth crews and all that stuff was like so big. Were you guys in a crew?
No.
No, never. Were you? He was.
I was.
Which one?
It was called My Brother's Keep.
Huh?
It's from Whittier. Yeah, man.
Nice.
I used to beef with like dudes from Downey. It was like the dumbest thing.
Wait, so if fights go down at the Green Turtle or whatever? Or is
Yeah,
it-
dude, I almost got
Dude.
jumped at the Green Turtle one time. Oh,
I played we played the Green Turtle once, and nobody was there, and the dude was like, well, it's because we're competing with Amir down the street. And I was like, well, then what are we doing?
Yeah, where are we going?
Why are we doing this? Like,
Where was Amir playing at?
I don't know.
In Whittier.
but apparently it was the same night, and it was like the tickets were the same price. Like I'd go see Amir too.
You're like, is the show still going on?
Yeah, is that show still happening?
Do I have
Can I
time?
make it?
Do I have time? That's funny.
All right, last one. This is kind of a funny one because it felt like an easy one for me, but as I've been thinking about it, it's become harder. Band demos, or I'll just say unsigned band CDs. Are they better now or then?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Then. Absolutely then.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know what it is like. So I definitely like a good quality recording.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I love a good quality recording. But for whatever reason, an older there's a couple bands in San Diego that I had like just sort of like demos from or EPs from, and like those things I still feel like they hit and they're fucking hard still.
I think a big part of it was that like nowadays, like now, right? Everybody has access to some sort of recording software, right? Like you can make a full record on GarageBand.
Yeah.
Right? Does that mean you can do it?
No.
Probably not, right?
Yeah.
But everybody can go like, oh, I'll just program drums and I'll just like amp sims and we'll just DI everything and then get our vocalist in and record, right? Versus back then, we had to go to, even if it was Blue Room, like shout out to Dustin, which later became Zombie Studios, like for what it was, like the fact that we could go there and get a pretty decent like demo out of there, like, that was, it sounded good sonically. But like you had to go to somebody who knew what they were, at least semi knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Right? Otherwise, like you were just kind of fucked. You couldn't put out a hardcore record from your bedroom back then.
I feel like the feeling, especially for like if we're just going based on hardcore, I feel like for as crappy sounding as some of those older recordings are, I feel like you just get a lot more of the actual like vibe of the band, like the live sound of it. Like I feel like it comes across a little more. But anyway, so yeah, so that's it for that.
That's it for that little segment.
That was fun. That was a good one.
This is good, Mike. What else you got over there in that producer bag of yours?